My dear sisters and children, today our Mother Church celebrates the feast of St Teresa of Jesus or St Teresa of Avila. She was born in the year 1515 in Avila in Spain country. And at the age of 20, when she was going through the letters of St Jerome, she realized her call and she decided to join the enclosed Carmelites. And in the initial stage, she was really motivated or inspired for the love of God, as we read today in the opening praise, like the deer that yearns for running stream, so my soul yearns for you. So her soul really sought after Christ. It is said she was pierced by an arrow, an arrow in her heart for the love of Jesus. Saint Peter of Alexandria, he realized that God is moving her and God is really working in her. He encouraged her. He was her spiritual director. He encouraged her to go further in her way of life. And therefore she reformed her congregation and found almost 17 convents and 15 monasteries with a lot of opposition from her sisters. Her sisters opposed her. They were not in support of her. But she realized the need of the hour and she reconstructed her congregation once again. And therefore, her general asked her to write her life. And therefore, she has written various books. Among them, a few of them is that the law of love and the concept of love. She has written few books in which she is expressing her real religious life. And she says about prayer, she says prayer is the grace of God and it opens the doors of graces for us. And if you do not pray, then the door of graces will not be open to us. With regards to Eucharistic, she says, when we receive the Eucharist, we need to close our naked physical eyes, and when we meditate upon the body of Jesus we have received, we will be able to see the inner beauty of Jesus. And she says, in short, Jesus alone suffices me. Jesus alone is enough for me. Nothing more than needed for my life. So in her life, she chose Jesus as her real spiritual spouse and she lived her life very faithfully and very nicely. And she is a great example for us because she lived in the four walls, but she was able to live it very happily in spite of opposition and people misunderstood her more than anybody else. Even her own sisters misunderstood because the way she behaved or the way she thought, all things were more different from the earthly way of life. And therefore she was often misunderstood, often thought this is consisting of diabolical powers. Led by Satan, when they could not understand her. So, St Teresa of Avila has given us an example how we need to live our spiritual life, how to search for Jesus, and telling us that Jesus alone is sufficient for us. Let us learn from this great Saint Teresa of Avila, who is a great source for our church especially, and that's why the church calls her Doctors of the Church, because of her writings and her mysterious way of living the mystical life is very much important for us. So let us learn from this great saint, St Teresa of Avila.